Hello there, Goony124 here. Today I am playtesting a game called Guns N' Rush. This game is in the shooter genre, it is top-down, and all the enemies you'll be shooting, well, there's quite a lot of them, as this game takes inspiration from games like Vampire Survivors. And like I mentioned, a lot of enemies, well, Vampire Survivors does that, and also another thing this game does like Vampire Survivors is the upgrade system. Like, you'll have the ability to increase the size of projectiles, like add burst fire modes, and other upgrades. And also in this game, the objective is to get these rocks. When you land on this planet, or like world or whatever, you will find rocks there, and you have to bring them to another ship to collect them, and once you collect them all, you can leave. Though, really, that objective has changed quite a lot, considering the fact the developer keeps updating this game. Every single time I try and do a video on it, like, there was no tutorial until like yesterday, and I've just played it today, and they've removed the wave system, it seems. So it's like, I'm trying to do a video on it, but they keep changing major mechanics. So it can be kind of annoying. But yes. Oh yeah, wish list. That's not spelt right. But yes, we will be... Maybe you start the tutorial first and see how that is. But yeah, like I mentioned, I've been trying to like play this. I remember 2 days ago when this first happened, and it just keeps on happening. But yeah, let's maybe turn the music up a little bit. Is it going to play? I don't think... Oh, does the music not play in the tutorial? I don't think it does. Okay. But yeah, let's do this little tutorial. But yeah, I like this... things I like about this game, I was going to say. Things I like about this game. I do like the gameplay. I do like fighting a large amount of enemies, though I do think... the game's difficulty, it's been all over the place every single update. Like, I will mention this, I'll compare, you know, different versions I've played and everything. I'll talk about the different versions I've played. Let's try the satellite beams thing, maybe. Like, it doesn't actually do anything, but just to show you guys what upgrades can do, really, before we actually get into an actual game. But yeah, it's really nice the game has a tutorial. Like, that is a pro, this game. I definitely think a game like this should definitely have a tutorial to show the players before you actually play it, because the game is quite chaotic. There's a lot of enemies. Oh yeah, here's one bug I'm going to mention. It's not really that much of a bug, but there's a typo here. You use full. There's an extra L on there. That shouldn't really be a thing. Yes. That's a bug I've found, or like a little graphical issue. It's just one extra L. Yeah, but still, it's a localization issue. So yeah. Yes, localization, not graphic. Because it's a translation, I think. Yeah. Well, let's go. One thing I did like about the previous version I played is... there was a lot more levels. There's only 4 levels in this, by the way. There was originally 8 levels. I kind of find it disappointing there's no longer 8 levels, because I like every single level had its own theming and everything. Like, one of them was like swamp, another one was like grasslands. This is kind of like rocky and everything right here. But I just loved how many different, you know, places there were. And also the enemy types kind of fit the places, because I remember one of the enemies you encounter in the 3rd level is now in the 1st level, and I think that's a bad reason for multiple things. In the sense, I feel like they fit being alongside their the common enemies alongside that. That kind of looks similar to them, so they had a similar theming. Like, you know, like in another level, there's like robot enemies, and robot enemies fight alongside other robot enemies, kind of like that. But also the fact them special enemies in the 1st level now are really annoying. I don't think they should be a 1st level enemy. I don't think an enemy that should blind you and explode should be a 1st level enemy, because that would be very putting off for a 1st-time player, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll show you what I mean when we actually play the 1st level. But I want to show you a quick bug, actually. With the... oh, that thing's a laser. Okay. With the scroll wheel, you can change your weapons, and you can also do it with spacebar, but it's a lot, I say it's a lot harder to do faster with a spacebar. Well, what you can do is if you spam the scroll wheel much and spam the left mouse button, you can spam a large amount of projectiles of a specific like weapon, like the crossbow. Just keep doing that. There we go. But yeah, it was a lot faster than how the crossbow should fire, and you can kind of abuse that, but it's very inconsistent, like you saw. Like, it wasn't... The amount of bolts I'm shooting isn't consistent, but it does allow you to shoot multiple at once, or like, you know, multiple in succession. So it is a bug, because there probably should be like a waiting period between when you equip another weapon. But yeah, you can do that. But yeah, let's actually finish this tutorial. There are also a few bugs that... Oh, that's the thing, this mechanic right here. Okay, but there are a few bugs that I have encountered that I don't know really how to replicate because it's quite odd how they worked. But yeah, I will mention them in the later in the video. But yeah, you seen that? That's how we lead the level. We have to wait in that ring, and basically the way the actual levels work is with that ring. Enemies will spawn around you. You have to fight. You have to fight them. You have to basically fight them enemies before you leave. But yeah, let's actually start a new game, and I think we should start with easy because I think normal. Or let's start with normal mode to demonstrate why I want to play easy mode. But yeah, oh yeah, one thing I do like about the game, I do like the music, though I have done a bit of research on music, and it is, I think, royalty-free music? But yeah, I think if you're getting music from a source, like a royalty-free music, or like a third, like an easily accessible like song or something like that, I think the biggest issue with that is a developer, if someone else can search that song and then use it in their own game if it's royalty-free. But yeah, I do like the music regardless, and it would be nice if the game had maybe its own unique soundtrack in a sound-alike form. Because yeah, I think it was someone who made songs specifically for game developers, and I searched that up, and technically if I wanted to, I could use that music if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not that kind of person if I wanted to make my own games. But yeah, regarding difficulty in the game, this startup isn't too bad. Like, I think in the previous versions, it was a lot harder besides the very first version I played. Because in the earlier versions, before the first version, this place wasn't as spread out, and there was loads of enemies, and you would get easily killed by these guys very easily. But you still do, and... Oh, my rock got stuck. But yeah, I think the difficulty right now is okay until you get to the end where the spaceship is. Because, like I said, a lot of enemies will spawn around that when you're about to leave, and they choose them... Ooh. They choose them explodey guys, like I mentioned, and I'm almost out of ammo. Oh, I hate that sound. Yeah, I think they should change the low ammo sound. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, before this update, they've changed it, like, literally... yesterday I was playing with a wave counter up here, but now it's no longer there anymore. And I don't hear the wave sound anymore, either. And yeah, these are guys who explode. But yeah, I think they got rid of the wave mechanic. And I assume that's because of how inconsistent it was, because even though there was a wave counter, the wave mechanic would still occur, and it kind of felt a bit, you know, redundant. So maybe it's just constant enemy spawns now. Though I do think waves are useful if you want a kind of breather between, like, I got killed by my own projectile. But if you wanted a breather between fighting enemies, which would be very useful if you need to escape. Because in the very first version, the game was still difficult, but you could just leave the game whenever once you've done the objective. So you didn't have to worry about the waves as much, like having to fend off at that final point. So I kind of did like the first version a lot. But yeah, with the wave mechanic, I think... duplicator. I think the wave mechanic should... I think there should be at least like a period between once you've killed enough enemies, maybe there is a bit of a space. I don't know if maybe there is, because they've literally updated the game today, and I've like had to play this game so many times to try and do some feedback on it, but it keeps getting changed all the time. But yeah. Other things like... Oh yeah, I think I already mentioned that, how I like the first version because of the different level sets and everything. Yeah, I've already mentioned that. And also, I do like how they've gone back to objectives, because originally what they did... Like, I mentioned they changed the major things of the game a lot. And basically what I really like that they've gone back to objectives is because in the second, like, the update, they changed that just to meaning you had to just... It didn't matter how many rocks you collected. You could literally beat the game by just not collecting any. Basically, the game almost had no objective at that point, and that was kind of bad. I'm glad they've gone to you have to collect rocks, and I'm glad they brought medals back, because I feel like I like the medal mechanic, encouraging you to stay longer so you get more upgrades. Plus, hauling rocks around in very small areas can be kind of annoying because they get stuck on stuff. Ooh, burst bind module. Very nice. But these are the explodey guys, and I do not like them. I don't think they should be the first enemy you, special enemy you go against. Also, speaking of mechanics they've scrapped, originally you had to harvest with the right mouse button. So yeah, they've changed a lot of the major mechanics, and that's the reason why I always try and test the game out before I do another video on it, because I don't want to have feedback for it, though they've already changed stuff. But it's just such a hassle when an update happens almost every day, and I swear to God, if an update happens like right after this video, it will be quite annoying. Like just like 5 minutes after I upload it. It just fixes all the issues out of state. But yeah, watch this. Yeah, they're gonna look how all these guys is spawn around you. Oh God. I actually managed to go around them. Okay, that's actually pretty good. But yeah, that is way too many of them, guys. It's just an absolute just overwhelm you with them. Like, jeez. But that definitely needs to be toned down. I definitely say. Let's play that again. Let's actually play on easy mode, because I don't want to have to put up with that. Like, I've honestly enjoyed easy mode significantly more than normal mode, to be honest. So let's at least try that first and see how much different. Oh yeah, in easy mode, by the way, you actually have an auto-fire on your secondary. And that is both a good thing and a bad thing, because it means, obviously, you can do more damage because you got a secondary firing for you and it's automatic. But it also means any weapon, it will automatically aim at an enemy. And what's bad about that? Well, if you have an explosive weapon, it can literally just straight up kill you. And that's kind of annoying. So either remove the self-damage for weapons, or make it so the auto-fire is toggleable. So if you don't want it to auto-fire, because you have a specific weapon, disable it. You know what I mean? I think that's how the game should do it. Or, like I said, self-damage shouldn't be a thing. Ooh. Yeah. Any other feedback for me to give? No, I have a bit of a think while I play. I wonder if the spawning icon should be like portals, so it's a bit more visible, maybe. I always thought about that. Sometimes on the lower things, I've maybe not seen them spawn, I think, probably, as easily. I think it'd be cool if they had, like, a portal spawning. Like a portal shows up and they spawn from that rather than just a tiny X. And you definitely remove that low ammo sound. Oh, I'm out of ammo now. Oh no, it's automatically shooting. Oh no. There we go. One thing I've also thought about is maybe have a melee key. Like maybe right mouse button is melee. And so if you run out of ammo, you can still hit them and everything. So, you know, if you want to... If you have no ammo and you need to escape, then maybe that might be handy. Obviously, don't make it, like, too super strong, but I think it'll be a good idea. Plus, maybe the right mouse button is a melee. Maybe that's how you open boxes rather than just walk over them. You know, to kind of include that mechanic in with the box breaking. Maybe, I don't know. It's just an idea. Or you can see the X's. I'm sure in previous versions it's been sometimes a bit harder to see the X's when they're on the bottom, sometimes. I'm often trying to avoid them. Oh yeah. One thing I would really like about the game is the amount of weapons the game has. Like, I like how it has, like, crossbows, it has discs, like disc guns. It has assault rifles, shotguns. They're all pretty cool. And I like how you have different, like, types of energy weapons, like these have different ammunition. It's pretty nice. There's a lot of variety, which I really like. Me just avoiding everything because I can't shoot them. But maybe, like, yeah, melee should maybe a melee option where you can actually... If you have melee, it basically will allow you to gain ammo. A higher ammo chance when you melee. That might be a nice thing to have. Oh, God. Yeah, let's find the... I've just gone all the way back. Oh, yeah, you have a map key, by the way. Very useful information. Oh, whoa! Okay, that was my pistol doing that. What happens if I spam this? Oh, yeah, there's also different power-ups like that. I think that one basically stuns enemies temporarily. Dude, that's pretty cool. Let's do the yeah, do this glitch. Oh, I'm just wasting my ammo. I'm surprised I managed to survive that, actually. One really fun way to take advantage of the scroll wheel glitch, I think, is use, like, 2 shotguns or something. Or just, like, weapons that, you know, is the exact same weapon and just do it. Which works quite well. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting little, but inconsistent bug, really. Okay, let's... Yo... But yeah, let's find that last box. What crossbow is this anyway? This one shoots faster than normal. Or is it because of the, Just give me a breather. It's because of the upgrades I have on it. Probably the duplicator and stuff, probably. Oh, I like that. That's the thing. When you do get a good build, the game is quite satisfying. Oh, there's a glitch. There it happened. Yeah, sometimes when stuff like that happens, the enemies, like, just look red. So that's what causes it. Okay, so when that power-up happened, it causes all them enemies to look like they're dead, but they're not. So they're basically... We've got undead enemies right here. I wonder if they're killable, actually. I'm out of ammo yet again, so let's see if we can actually kill the red guys. Hopefully it's just a graphical thing. Oh, no. Ah. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. I don't get to test if the red guys can die or not. Okay, let's try that again. But yeah, I think the power-up caused that. Is it because I shot at them and then I did the power-up? Maybe. Maybe. Or the opposite way around. Power-up, then shot at them, and that caused that. Maybe while they're in a stun state, maybe it's like... they can't... You know what I mean? Maybe it's that interrupts with them dying, maybe? Ooh, a shotgun. Very nice. Yeah, you can spam it like that sometimes. Yeah, that's basically what that the mouse wheel thing was doing. Ooh, triple machine gun. Basically like a shotgun, but like a machine gun. I wonder if you can combine them. Oh, is this stuck? Oh, thank God. I thought it was stuck. Because sometimes rocks will literally get stuck on stuff. Like, I don't mean just, like, on edges, like that. But I mean, like, they cannot be picked up because they're literally stuck. Sometimes that does happen. And even been times I managed to get the player stuck. And usually that's because... I knocked the player with an explosion into an object, into like a piece of terrain or something. Like them small rocks you can see sometimes. Oh yeah, it was actually like, I think, a group of objects, like them, like fields kind of stuff, I think. I think there's like, you know, like this, like, oh God. Like decorative props, basically. I knocked the player into. Yeah, this is why I hate this. And that sound effect that keeps playing. And yeah, also that sound where, you know, you get blinded, that will play even after you died. So even in the menu. And I feel like it should be kind of faded out, because hearing like multiple of them even after you're already dead is kind of is annoying as well. There's also another glitch that involves dying that I'm going to show you. But yeah, speaking of like enemies and stuff, I do like the amount of enemy types this game has as well, even though some of them are annoying. Like, I like the... Well, it's not I don't like, I'm just going to mention them. Like I mentioned, I like the enemy types, so I'm going to mention them. Like, there's this enemy that will spit, like, area denial, like gunk. There's this enemy that will fly around, and I think they would, like, shoot these kind of lines of, damaging lines across. And there's also this enemy that will try and drag you towards it. And archers. There's different kinds of enemy types, and I kind of like how there's so many different enemies. And how they appear in different levels as well. It really definitely helps keep the game, like, fresh if there's more than one enemy, because it'd be very annoying and boring if the games had only, like, 1 or 2 enemies. But yeah. Okay, speaking of this standing still, is I don't know if this is meant to happen, but if you stand still with these, oh yeah, I'm just gonna kill them. I need to do it in normal mode. But yeah, these guys can't, for some reason. I don't know if this is meant to be, but if you stand completely still, they can't actually hurt you. Their attack doesn't actually hurt you whatsoever if you stand still. Unless some of them push the other ones into you. I always thought, is that supposed to happen? Or is that an issue? Because I assume when it says armor when standing still, I assume it's supposed to happen. But I'm just making note of it. Ooh, assault rifle. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Oh my god. Like, in my personal opinion, I think that's terrible. Like, I just kind of feel like the very first version of the game had difficulty right. It got progressively harder every single wave that happened. While now, it just seems like there's more, like, BS stuff happening. Like, in the second version, there was way too enemies and everywhere was too tight to walk around in. And if you ran out of ammo, you basically, that was a death sentence. But yeah, I feel like the difficulty definitely needs overhauls, and especially the enemy, like, placement and the enemy, like, what enemies are being chosen for the level. Because them exploding guys, like I mentioned, they were in the third level in, like, the very first version. So they didn't even start, they weren't even in the very first level at all. And I feel like they shouldn't be in the first level because I feel like their attack is very annoying, and it would definitely annoy a new player. I think the first level of any game should always be a lot easier. Not saying it should be like I'm not saying that everything should be baby steps, but I mean, like, it should be a lot easier than, there should be a difficulty progression rather than instant difficulty. I definitely would prefer, like, maybe make it so instead of they blind you, they just knock you around, maybe. Like, they have an impulse explosion attack. Because I feel like them blinding you is very annoying. And you basically, it's almost like a death sentence when they do it. Okay, hopefully with a crossbow, we should be able to cut through them explodey guys. I think the furthest I've got in this new version is probably the 3rd level, I think. Or I don't know if I don't know if I got further, but I can't remember. And I think in easy mode I managed to complete it once, I think. Well, every time I do it in normal mode, it always was a bit more difficult. Oh my god, that's annoying me. That's the one thing that easy mode that I hate about, is just the auto-aim can be annoying alongside being useful. But honestly, I'd call this normal mode. I'd call the normal mode hard mode. Yes, I love abusing the mouse wheel. Oh god. I love seeing through beer goggles. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just gonna demonstrate what I was talking about with them guys not really hurting you. Let me show. Let me just demonstrate this. So I just stand still, just be near this guy. It doesn't actually hurt me. And I think that's intentional. Like, watch, they pushed me into me that... They pushed that guy into me that time, and it did hurt me. But they don't hurt you if you stand completely still. I don't know if that's intentional or not. It could be intentional, but I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, also when you die... Alright. There we go. When you die, you can still press the menu buttons and it still makes the noises, like the map noise and the pause menu noise. So it's like the pause menu can still be activated. Even the map can be activated here, actually, as well. But yeah. But yeah, like Vampire Survivors, you do unlock things every time you beat the game. That's pretty cool. Other things. But yeah, like I mentioned, in here, it'll be very nice to have, like, auto-aim, enable, or toggle. That'll be handy. Wishlist. Carry on. Let's at least get to the second or third level, because I don't want this just to be stuck on the first level again, because of that stupid decision of what enemy should be in the first level. Ooh, very nice. That is a very good gun. Hopefully, because we got a good weapon. Alright. I think the pickup with the ship isn't as bad because you can simply just drop them near the ship. And I think it's a lot easier for them to be picked up and a lot quicker. You just drop them near the ship. Oh, that's good. Oh, I should have gone with duplicator. Oh, that's also very good. Disc gun. Not okay. That's not good. Okay. I don't want that to auto aim. In essence, it's easy in some ways and harder in others because you just gotta be careful not to accidentally kill yourself because of auto-aim. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that auto-aim to sort them out and just find them rocks. There's one. Here we go. But yeah, I think it kind of sucks to think you have to have a really powerful weapon to be able to cut through them. Like that massive horde of guys. Thrusters. Cogsplosion. Does Cogsplosion work with the buzzsaw? Let me see. Okay, it doesn't. Good. Oh, it only works with bullets, I think it said. Yeah, it only works with bullets. Okay. That'll be horrible if it duplicated them projectiles. Just drop them both. There we go. Okay, hey guys. Oh my god. I can't see anything. Help. Help. Oh my god. I'm actually alive? Okay. I'm dead. Wait, how did I... Wait, what? Oh, they died even after I died. I assume I walked into one of them little guys, I assume. Probably. I probably did walk into... Like, sometimes I do think they do sometimes blend in a little bit. Not too much, but sometimes I wonder why I've walked into one, and sometimes the way the level looks sometimes may hide them a little bit. Ooh, grenade. Very nice. Hopefully I don't give it to auto-aim, because auto-aim's probably going to murder me if I do so. But I think you can also shoot multiple grenades this way. There we go. Oh my god, that's a lot of grenades. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I was gonna... yeah, Cogsplosion. Cogsplosion basically ricocheting. Ricocheting off enemies. So, is there anything else I like about the game? I've mentioned, I do like the upgrades you can get in the game. I do think they definitely make it interesting. Like the burst fire stuff is quite fun. Like the different, like, duplicating projectiles is fun. I do like all the different things. And also, some upgrades are actually tied to weapons, but I kind of like the satellite laser stuff. That's kind of cool as well, I assume. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting not to do that. I'm not picking up the revolver. I know it's a death sentence if I do. Because I'm just gonna get blown up. Yeah, out of all the versions, I do think I prefer the first one the most. Just because oh, okay, I blew myself up. Yeah, I do prefer the first version the most. Mostly because of just how much level variety there was. And also the fact how quickly you could go in and out of levels. But there was still the difficulty of, like, having to hit that objective mark. It wasn't completely easy. Ooh, 3 crates right next to each other. Very nice. Hmm? Hmm. Yeah, I hope to obviously get at least into level 2 or level 3. I've managed to do it. Light beams. Yeah, things are suggested. Add auto aim, toggle, or make it so you don't get damaged by weapons. Add a melee with right mouse button so you can hit enemies if you don't have enough ammo, and maybe that will grant you ammo if you get a kill with melee. Maybe that's how you get boxes. We fixed the way that the game's difficulties settings are done, because I feel like difficulty's been all over the place throughout the game. What else? Bring back the different level styles again, because I like the different level styles. Oh, and get rid of that sound, please. And please don't update the game like fixing everything a minute after I've uploaded a video, please. Because I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of it. Having to play the game like every hour. I'm already out of ammo, okay. Yeah, please, can we at least get into the second level? Crossbow, that's a good start. Wait, this is a slower crossbow. Oh wait, if I auto-do it, or it might automatically spam it for me. It does! Like, this is more perfect for, Oh, thank you. Yeah, you also get them dropped as well. Pretty nice. I can definitely think that definitely helps with the, keep you playing. Because obviously if you get all these nice drops and everything and like upgrades and stuff, it definitely helps keep players into it, basically. Here we go. What's this? Oh, I can just... Wait, I wonder what happens if I do this. Does that do anything? Anything more? There we go. Go, bring that back. I was just basically seeing if I could spam it even faster with just two of the same thing. Oh no. Ooh. We don't need 3 of them. I'm curious, can their explosion push me into stuff? Well, I don't want to find out because I need to at least complete this level. Yeah, also stuff getting stuck, like, can be kind of annoying. Ooh. Well, that's not even that bad. Sometimes, if it gets stuck around the wall, you have to kind of, pull it around. And especially getting swarmed like this definitely makes it a bit more, awkward. Oh my god. Oh, that's supposed to be easy mode, guy. Easy mode. Oh yeah, actually, speaking of the glitches, I want to see if I can do that glitch again. I'll do it in tutorial mode because it'd be easier to do. I need to get an explosive. Because I want to see if it actually did happen, because I'm sure I managed to push myself into something for explosives. So let's get an explosive weapon, hopefully. Disc gun. Not explosive. Let's see if there's any more explosive weapons in this tutorial. You can tell I love playing around with that glitch. Okay, let's see. Is there any, I've got a rock, though. Find a box containing a rock. I'll let you have one, though. Hmm. I've literally done this. Okay, so that thing in the tutorial's kind of, not working it should be. It's interesting. Maybe it's because it expected a single rock rather than a double rock, maybe? I don't know. All I care about is finding explosive weapon. Because I really want to try and push myself into something again. Because like we play that first level over and over again, and I just wonder if it'd just be worth just, you know, showcasing why it's not a good idea. It's still asking for a rock even when I've already completed. Is that what it wants? Yes, it's because it's a single rock. Okay. It doesn't do it if it's a single rock. Oh yeah, basically what I did is I had an explosive weapon and pushed myself into one of these things here. I need to find an explosive weapon to do it again. Oh, no explosive weapon, I assume. No. Yeah. There's no explosive weapon. Let's see if we can do it again, actually. See if we can actually find an explosive. A grenade launcher. Because I think after I've done this, I'm going to probably end the video. So let's go over the game and talk about what I like and dislike again. But yeah, I like the game has a lot of different weapons. I like the game has a lot of different enemy types. I like, you know, fighting loads of enemies because I really do like games like Risk of Rain, Serious Sam, and stuff like that. I do like games that have that kind of idea where you got to fight a lot of enemies and stuff like that, and I think that's cool. I might go back over the footage because I don't know whether it was because I picked the rock up first. Maybe. Definitely needs a check. Need to check to see if the player already has one. That'd be handy. Just so a noob doesn't get confused. Yeah, I don't think there's a... I'm gonna keep retrying until I find an explosive, because I really want to try this. Yeah, like I mentioned, other bugs I've encountered. Player getting stuck in things like the one I'm trying to demonstrate. Them red enemies. And also... rock getting stuck in things as well. It literally wants to give me every weapon other than an explosive weapon. It does. I'm curious, how long has this video been going for? 0.9 minutes. Usually when beating the game, it should only take about 8 minutes, really, from what I've played. I remember playing the second version, just playing the game to... Oh, it does work with doubles. I must have gotten the rock before the actual thing. I wonder if you can get a rock stuck in this, actually. Let me see. Oh yeah, fun fact, you can actually fling rocks by getting them stuck and doing this. Like, wait for it. And just move a little bit. There we go. You got flung. There we go. See if I can get that stuck. Oh, I didn't get it stuck. It'd be so funny if I could get it stuck that way. I'm actually wondering if I can fling it hard enough to get it stuck. Try that. One gets stuck. There we go. Pull this. And move a little bit. Oh, I didn't do anything. Oh, let's carry on our journey. Yeah, me just farting about just trying to find this one bug, really. Another thing also that can happen is if you die, the tethers stay, I think. So maybe they should disappear after you die, maybe? This. All these assault rifles and stuff. It doesn't seem to be liking me today, this game. But yeah, you can definitely push yourself into an object by explosion, because that has happened. But I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long, but yeah, I think the game as it is now is maybe a bit too hard with the way the enemy placement, enemy choice, and everything. But yeah, I do think it's a cool game. Definitely people should try it out, but definitely take note the game gets updated a lot. So yeah, you might have a mechanic that just disappears the next day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been Goony124 playing Guns N' Rush. Bye guys.